this seems to sort of be like a weekly occurrence for you where there's one or two moments that you're particularly called upon. Didn't have as many of them tonight, especially on goal, but when the game started getting end to end, you really had to take a little bit more control. What were you saying to the guys in the back when that was sort of happening towards the end of the game?
Yeah, it was really just like, just like being a leader. I think that's one way to lead, is showing up for your teammates when they need it. Because there'll be times throughout the game where I'll need them and they need me. So that's kind of like the nature of the position, is like you may not see action the whole game, but when you do, you have to be very locked in mentally and physically prepared to take action. So
your distribution was a lot better tonight. You had that one little one that was right there. What happened there, and how do you sort of organize everybody after that?
Yeah, I think it was really just kind of like getting a feel of the game. It's like the start of the game is always kind of like hectic and a little, your heart's pumping and everything. So it was just making sure I took a good touch, and it didn't come off as well as I wanted it to. But it's just kind of how I react to that. Still being confident, still wanting the ball, still asking for like the ball, and just moving on from that one.
Drake, the goal scorers and then the attackers tend to get the love, but I thought the defense stood very tall today. You guys, obviously, the goal you guys give up comes off of a deflected shot that falls, and it's a good volley. But you guys didn't give up a whole lot at the back today. What did you think of the defensive performance?
I thought they did amazing. I felt like there were a lot of moments, close to like the goal where they got really good blocks. They tracked the runners. Damien had a lot of good moments. Ryan, DeAndre, really our entire back line. I thought they really had a good performance, and that helped us get the win.
Does it get into your mind when you see the goalkeeper of the other team commit a mistake like we saw today on their goal? Do you think about that, or is it something that doesn't cross your mind?
It doesn't really cross my mind. It's kind of unfortunate, for it to happen, I guess, when you're for like the other team. But it's just one of those things that, it's an advantage that we can take if the other team errs. So it doesn't really cross my mind that much. It's just kind of part of the game.
You crossed the 60 saves on the season this year. Tonight, you crossed 60 saves on a per match basis, one of the highest rates in the league. Have you noticed that workload, or is still just game in, game out, same result?
Yeah, I try to just kind of focus game on game, or game by game. I try not to worry about the stats too much. It's a pretty cool stat. I've had a good run of games, and it's just something that I work really hard to show up in those moments in the game, make saves, do what I can to keep the ball out of the back of the net, and we do play in a league where there's a lot of action. So yeah.
Drake, for you guys, this win pushes you into 5th place for the time being in the Eastern Conference, above the playoff line again. Obviously, it was a 6-pointer, as we dub it, because it's against a direct rival for one of those playoff spots. How big of a win, in your words, is tonight's victory?
I think it's massive. Again, we're taking it game by game. I don't really think it's kind of sunk into everyone yet how big of a win this was, but to just get another win at home, to keep building off of our performances, and just like putting a good performance together, a full 90 minutes is huge. I think these are things that we'll be able to continue to do in our last 8 games, and I think if we just show up each game like this, and I think we'll have a good shot.
Winning becomes a habit once you start doing it a little bit more often, right?
Yeah.
What would it mean to you personally to get to the playoffs with Inter Miami on your first season as a starting goalkeeper?
It would be huge. It's kind of just like the aim is to win the MLS Cup, and the step before that is making it into like the playoffs. This is like my 3rd year with like the team, and it's nice to kind of be a part of the starting 11 and contribute on the field. And regardless if I'm on the field or off the field, I'm going to contribute as much as I can. So being in this position is huge for me, and I'm getting a lot of experience.
Off that, you and Victor are the only OGs left.
Yeah, I think it's like me, Vic, Breck.
Yeah.
He's all over like the first.
So compared to then versus now, how big of a difference is it?
Big difference. I think the team is just bonded a lot more. Guys are hanging around the facility more. Just overall, just like everyone's kind of bought in, a lot of similar core values. Really starting to build like a good culture, and just guys are just committed to what we're trying to do here. So.